Holiday depression and stress. A mental health perspective. Dr. Sherilyn Walker. The holidays can be a joyous and wonderful time. However, it is not the most wonderful time of the year for everyone. What if you just don't feel the holiday spirit? According to the American Psychological Association, 89% of adults feel stress around the holidays. The APA reported that people feel holiday stress for the following reasons: finances, anticipating family conflict, missing family members, cultural underrepresentation or discrimination. However, these are only a few of the many reasons people may feel stressed or even sad around the holidays. Other reasons include seasonal mood shifts or depression, grief and bereavement, inadequate exposure to sunlight and/or the outdoors, overeating/consuming excessive carbohydrates and sugar, loneliness, travel, expectations, trauma. There are several major parts of the brain involved in the neuroscience of holiday stress. These are the hypothalamus, the anterior cingulate cortex, the hippocampus, the amygdala, the prefrontal cortex. The hypothalamus regulates homeostasis and helps to keep our physiological processes stable. It also regulates the autonomic nervous system, which is a major part of stress and trauma responses, such fight or flight. When we experience stress, the hypothalamus triggers the release of hormones, such as cortisol and adrenaline. These hormones result in increased heart rate, feelings of physiological arousal, frustration, irritability, anger, and perspiration. The anterior cingulate cortex is a part of the brain that forms connections with both cognitive, prefrontal cortex, and emotional, limbic, systems. It is the part of the brain that becomes activated when we have difficult interactions with family members. It also moderates conflict between our experience and our expectations. The hippocampus is involved in memory and learning. It is involved in the formation and retrieval of episodic memories. When we recall painful or unpleasant memories, the hippocampus signals the hypothalamus and other neurological structures to trigger a relaxation response. The amygdala is part of the limbic system. It is involved in the processing of negative emotions. The amygdala is also part of future planning and reminiscing about the past. It plays a role in why we feel sad or depressed when we recall certain events or stimuli. Finally, the prefrontal cortex regulates emotions, impulse control, and decision-making. The prefrontal cortex helps us to shift from our initial emotionally charged reaction to a position of empathy. It is the structure that may help us to avoid arguments and confrontations at the holiday dinner table. Managing holiday stress. Avoid judging emotions and feelings as either good or bad. We feel what we feel and that is okay. When worried about the expense of gifts, consider making a gift or baking goodies. Be careful about consuming too much alcohol at holiday gatherings. Alcohol is a depressant and can reduce impulse control. Make sure you get enough sleep and continue your fitness routine. Remember that it is okay to say no and to take a break from unpleasant conversations and situations. If you are grieving the loss or separated from loved ones, find ways to honor them in your celebration. Create new traditions. It is okay to admit you are struggling. If you need to talk to someone, reach out to a friend, a clergy person, or a therapist. There are 24/7 hotlines available if you just need to talk. Helping others through service or volunteerism can be a wonderful way to give back during the holidays. Helping others can also help those who are struggling to make emotional connections and feel needed. Thank you. Happy holidays. Please like and subscribe.